is the New Black. Orange is the New Black. And Murphy Brown. The very funny Pat Ceasar.
Everybody. Jeff, forgot your drink. You are getting old.
Oh, yeah.
Jeff, forgot your drink. You are getting old. Oh, my God.
I apologize.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the plus 40 comedian night. Because I am barely 41, you guys. When they ask me, yeah, that means I got to get rid of Facebook. And no one's buying I'm 39 again on my birthday, I guess, huh? That's when they invited me to come, guys. Well, guys, who watched the Oscars this year? Anybody? Ever watch the Oscars? Because I am, obviously I am an actor, but I'm not a famous one, you guys. You guys want to know why? Why? Because Harvey Weinstein did not want to have sex with me. Yeah, I asked. Yeah, I did once have a role on Orange is the New Black. It's because lesbian prisoners still think I'm hot. And I think we just had women's, March was Women's Month, right? We got a month. And I think they just came out with a new statistic. Yeah, we got 1 month, miss. They came out with a new statistic. I'm pretty sure they said it's now like 99% of women and now 10% of men have been sexually harassed in the workforce. Yeah. Oh, well, here's a new fact. I represent the 1%. And I am suing for discrimination. Any lawyers in the house, guys? We're on the Upper West Side. Come on, there's got to be a couple of lawyers in here. Anyway, guys, but I can't complain. I really can't complain, guys, because I am lucky in love. My husband, after all these years, he is actually still good with all of this. He actually thinks all of this is still sexy in a thong. Matter of fact, he still likes to play pirate in bed, only now he insists on wearing 2 eye patches. But it's hard, guys. You guys should know this. It's hard, guys, to stay in shape when you get older. Have you guys seen that commercial for the Cool Sculpting? Have you seen that? Yeah. For just $7,000, they will freeze off a portion of your fat. Last February, I rolled around in the snow naked for free. I don't get it. But I am a vegan now, ladies and gentlemen. So you see all this? It is now pure vegetable fat. I have a friend of mine at Weight Watchers. She said I should try eating all my meals naked in front of a mirror. She's done it. So I did that for about a week until they kicked me out of the Olive Garden. And then my neighbor Marina, she's from Guatemala. Anybody from Guatemala? No, she's from Guatemala. She told me that I could be old and that I could be fat, but I could still be sexy. That I need to come to her house and watch Spanish TV. So I go over to her house, and she turns on Spanish soap. And there it was, a 350-pound great-grandmother. This woman had high heels on. She had a push-up bra. She had a rose in her teeth. I mean, she was sexy. I looked at Marina and I said, you know, if I did that, they would take the rose out, they would put an apple in, and they would put me on the rotisserie. I think at this point in my life, I really don't think I'm going to lose any more weight unless I go to one of those, those fat farms. Have you been to them, anybody? But because I like to keep organic, and I shop at Whole Foods, it's going to have to be free range. And then when you get older, like you start to have those little surgeries, I haven't had a big one yet. It's like I'm in the test surgery area. So I had a little test surgery, guys. Now I want you to know everything's okay, but the wind-up was they had to leave a little piece of titanium in my right breast. But the good news is, now I can send a tweet with just a flick of a nipple. It happens. So guys, anybody, I'm Sicilian. Anybody Sicilian in here? Ooh, 2. 1, 2, I can't see in the dark. Back there, Paisana. So I'm Sicilian, but you guys can see that I'm very fair. So I decided to send my DNA to Ancestry.com. Turns out, I'm 2% African. Look at me. With just 1 more percent, I could have been Holly Berry. You know, sir, I'm actually a real minority. Do you know that only 2% of the world are born natural redheads? This is a fact. I used to be a natural redhead, sir. I don't think you believe me. But you know what? Only my hairdresser knows for sure. But I can prove it to you after the show. You know you can get your DNA. You get your DNA for your dogs and your cats now, do you know that? And I'm like, why? Why would you need your DNA for your dog? I can see one of those, you know, those court shows. I can see some guy running in going, I have the DNA to prove that I'm Bowser's dad. He won't be seeing that dog or his kids ever again. So guys, I was driving in here tonight. Didn't I get pulled over by the police? And I was not speeding. And we know I'm past the age of flirting my way out of a ticket. So I did everything that you were supposed to do. You know, I pull over, I roll down the window, I put my hands on the wheel, I swallowed my joint. Big, tall, blonde police officer comes to the window and says to me, ma'am, do you know why I pulled you over? And I'm like, because I'm 2% African? It worked. I got a new thing to do now. So guys, anybody go on vacation? Anybody on vacation here? All New Yorkers? I was on vacation. We went on vacation this winter. We went skiing in Utah. And when we were out there in Utah, we went to this little barbecue place in the middle of nowhere. And we noticed something about the white people in Utah. They are not like your regular white people. No, they're like a pasty white. Now, we didn't know, is it like a Mormon thing? Is it inbreeding? I mean, I don't know. All I know is that we noticed that they were looking at us, and then we were looking at them, and they were looking at us. And finally I said to my husband, honey, I think we're the only black people in here. So guys, you guys been all married a long time, been together a long time relationships? Nobody's saying a word. and you know, when you're with your partners, like things get on your nerves after a while, right? So my husband and I, we get along pretty well, but you know, one of the things that he said was, he says I'm a talkaholic. Well, I'm talking to you guys now, right? I talk for a living. But I don't think my over-talking is going to kill him. I mean, not right away. It's like a slow coup. But I say he's a speedaholic. I mean, sometimes my husband drives so fast, I'm not sure if he's trying to commit double suicide, or he thinks he can drive away from my talking. So this year on our anniversary, to kind of make up for being, making fun of my talking, he got me an extra special gift. He got me some extra special candy laced with medical marijuana. Yeah, I think so. I think it was so I could fall asleep on long rides. So guys, I got him something extra special too for his car. I got him a brand new, souped up, custom 3D GPS with my voice on it. Well guys, you guys have been a wonderful audience. You've been kind to the elderly. I'm on first because I think I was the oldest comic here, except for Mary Lynn, right? So I have to get back to the home in New Jersey. So thank you very much for coming out.